Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverly and it is lovely to see you today. In this video I'm going to be sharing 6 of my favourite spiritual and witchy YouTubers for you to go and follow in 2021. So grab a cup of tea, let's get to it. So on Monday I shared some of my favourite disabled YouTubers, some people that I thought, you know what, my people need to be watching these people. And a lot of people were like, I already follow these people, they're incredible. But today we're talking about spiritual and witchy YouTubers. People that I feel I need to listen to because they help raise my vibration, they give me ideas, they inspire me on my spiritual journey, and they help me to really get to know myself, get to know the things that I'm interested in, so much more. I am so excited. I had to pick 6. I couldn't just stick with 5 on this one, so we've got an extra one joining the party. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let's do this. So starting off with a witchy YouTuber, this is Halfhour Fox. She's one of my favourites. I absolutely love her channel. She does these like dark academia lookbooks and lifestyle. She does witchy tutorials and DIYs, crafty things that you can do to bring witchcraft aesthetic into your life, not just witchcraft the craft, but to get the look, you know. And I love just watching her whole channel. Is so fun to watch. I love how creative and inspired she is. She's somebody who's really busy as well. She's currently in online witch school, so she shares about that experience. She's just a very open person and I love her channel. I do. I think anybody who is looking to get into witchcraft, they would learn a lot from her videos. She does a lot about just using your creativity, your imagination to get the whole aesthetic going. And it's not that like goth kind of witchy aesthetic, it's kind of dark academia, something a bit more my vibe, a bit more vintagey. I love it. I love that look and it really suits her. I love her lookbooks. She definitely inspires me. I've tried doing lookbooks in the past and I'm gonna bring them back to my channel for sure. Lookbooks and tutorials and things like that are all things that I want to bring to my channel, and it's because of this amazing woman. So if you enjoy my channel, you will enjoy her too. Go and check her out. Everybody's channels, all their information will be down below in the description. So all you have to do is head down there. Next up we have Aaron Doherty, and oh my goodness, me and my husband listen to Aaron all the time and he gets double the viewage from us because we listen separately. Like I'll quite often go into the kitchen while my husband's washing up and he's listening to Aaron. I'm upstairs and he comes upstairs and he's like, you listen to Aaron? We watch him a lot. He does a lot of videos about tips and tricks on living a more spiritual life, how to raise your vibration, how to really improve your enlightenment process, your journey. He also has a podcast. I'll leave a link to his full podcast as well. His channel is so inspiring. He did, this is going to sound like Mean Girls, you know, but it's not like that. But I did 5 spiritual habits video a couple of videos ago. I'll leave a link to it down below. Aaron does a lot of things like that, like tips on how to raise your vibration or 5 tips on how to, and now it's coming to my channel, so he's just blowing my mind and changing everything that I do. That's the power of Aaron. He's very humble and funny. He leaves so many funny little things in his videos. He's just funny and down to earth and humble, but his tips and tricks are given in such a way that are very easy to follow and incorporate into your life, which I'm very thankful for. I do find a lot of the time tips and tricks that are given by people who are very spiritually enlightened or further along on their journey than I am are things that I cannot do. They're things like go and hike up a mountain 3 times a week, and I'm like, I'm disabled so it's not gonna happen. But he gives tips and tricks that I can actually bring into my life, which I'm so grateful for. If I can bring some of his energy and some of his inspiration to my channel, I would be so happy, like even just a fraction of it. And I know I'm just this little wee baby YouTuber, but I look up to him so much, and he's somebody who inspires me every single day to keep moving forward, to achieve my goals, manifesting everything that I want to manifest. And he will bring that into your life as well. He's so passionate about being spiritual in an accessible way and still being yourself, because I think a lot of us feel this pressure to suddenly become this new kind of person, like overnight. And for so many of us, it's more a change over time. And he's there dangling this carrot of come on, you can do it, and cheering you on. I love that. He's an incredible YouTuber and podcaster. His podcast goes a bit deeper into conspiracy theories and stuff than his channel does. It is about spiritual enlightenment, but it's also about how we can shine brighter on our spiritual journeys, and how we can stop letting the 1% who own all the wealth and power in this world hold us back. Go and check Aaron out. His links will be down below. He's incredible. I absolutely adore his podcast and his videos. They are like a little slice at inspiration, and I hope that they will inspire you too. Next up we have Magical Crafting. I love this channel so much. I quite often will rewatch her videos in bed, like curled up, if I'm not feeling well, because she does oracle reading, she does DIY, she does tutorials and spell work and all this kind of thing. She's so much knowledge, but all you see is the camera's like where her head is. So you just see over her shoulder, and she works on spell bags, and she talks through different spells that she's doing or DIYs that she's doing, and her voice is so calming. It's like ASMR to me. I just love her channel so much. And I'm also a Patreon of hers, because she provides things on there like pages that you can use to design sigils and things like that, and it doesn't cost a lot to support your favourite creators. So if there's anybody on here that you love and you see that they have a Patreon, go and check them out. It's usually not that much money, usually less than a coffee if you were to buy a coffee, and you can support them and keep them going. And this woman definitely deserved it. She's so inspiring. Just her knowledge inspires me to keep reading, keep watching, keep listening, keep taking in as much information as possible. And that's really difficult for me to do. I do have memory issues to do with my disabilities, my illnesses. And so taking in any new information is incredibly difficult for me. And I do find myself getting extremely frustrated about that. And I can do a video talking more about that if you'd like. If you'd like me to do that, let me know down below. But Magical Crafting is something that when I watch them doing the work, I think she just picks up a thing and goes, and this is for this and this, and this is for this, and you can bring magic into your life by doing this and this, and it just comes so naturally. Now, she might be reading off a piece of paper and she might not have that knowledge just stored in her brain, I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. The fact is that she inspires me so much, and I do want to start trying to do some of her tutorials and things here on the channel. I don't know if I'll be able to do them, but I'm not very good at crafty things, but I definitely want to get better at it. And especially now that I'm stepping more into witchcraft and learning about witchcraft, you know, doing DIYs and spell work is such a big part of that, and I'm so excited to think about trying out people's tutorials. So her and Hearthfire Fox, I'm definitely going to be trying out their DIYs to come. So if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you head down there and hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Next up we have Mint Fairy, one of my favourite human beings on this planet. I have to be honest and say Mint Fairy is just incredible. I love her so much. She is a woman who has a little boy, and he often just pops up in videos. She also has a cat who is often in her videos. I love that. I love how they just kind of pop in and pop back out again. It's so cute. She does a lot of unboxings, a lot of information about working with fairies or fairy spirits. She also does videos about, say for example, if you're going to work with such and such a a fae, then you need to be careful of this. Like little warnings, shall we say. And she does a lot of tips and things for beginner witches, which is great. I've learned so much from this woman. She's incredible. She's beautiful. Somebody's just made her into an oracle card. That's how incredible she is. Mint Fairy, I love you. She's incredible and inspires me so much to keep moving forward. I've always felt drawn to fae and to fairies, but I'm terrified of working with them. And so watching somebody who's got definite fairy spirit, I mean, you can just tell in the way she giggles and laughs and how fun she is that she has fairy spirit. And so to see that in somebody that I look up to definitely kind of brings my guard down a little bit, and I'm like, oh, maybe I do want to invite some fae to come and live in my back garden, or maybe I do want to, you know, it just kind of opens your mind up a little bit. By the way, if you don't believe in fairies, that's okay. It doesn't change the fact that they exist, whether you believe in them or not, you know. Mint is like a little fairy godmother. In fact, she does call herself the Mint Fairy Godmother. She's incredibly lovely, kind, open person who has always replied to me whenever I've messaged her or commented or checked on her. She's just a very kind person, and I just want to big up more kind people, because I think kindness is something that people take advantage of too often. But kind people, you know, we are a dying breed and it's a shame. So I want to foster and look after all of the kind, fairy, lovely people in this world. And so go and give Minty a little follow. She's amazing. I love her so much. Just check out her Instagram as well, because her Instagram is the stuff of dreams. I love her. Can you tell? Can you? Go and check her out. A link, as well as everyone else's, down below. Next we have another podcast maker, and that's Round the Cauldron. Round the Cauldron is a podcast that I discovered a few months back and just loved from the moment I got into it. I have learnt so much from this woman who shares so much of her own journey, shares so much of her knowledge. She does so much to help others who are on this spiritual journey and trying to get into witchcraft. She does videos about working with deities. She does videos about witch reacts. So, you know, they sometimes have videos where I spent a day with satanic witches in Salem. She'll react to those sorts of videos. She does basics for baby witches. She does so much. Like, I don't even know where to begin. I feel a little bit overwhelmed whenever I go on her channel with the amount of knowledge that she has and the amount that she shares. And I love her podcast. I love her videos. I love her energy. And she's become somebody that I look up to and care about. You know, she's somebody I consider a friend. I've spoken to her probably a couple of times, but she always replies to comments. She's just that kind of person, very friendly. It's like sitting with a friend, and I love that energy. I love that kind of chilled out, we're just mates, sitting and spending some time together. Come, take a seat and let's chill out. And I'm going to teach you all about witchcraft. And I find that so incredibly opening, and it's such a loving thing to do, to try and teach and be open enough to teach what you know, and not afraid that you don't know enough. I love that. So Round the Cauldron, incredible podcast. Go and give them a follow. Go and just give them all the love, because they deserve it. They're working hard, you know. Last but not least is a fellow Englandite, English person. This is Hearthwitch. I've spoken about Hearthwitch before here on the channel because I love this woman so much. She has a lot of knowledge. She talks a lot about witch history, spell work. She talks about, you know, really in-depth tutorials. She talks about books that you should be reading, and she just knows so much. Like, she's another one that I am a Patreon of, because I do think, in fact, am I a Patreon of everybody on here? Yeah, an incredible witch with so much knowledge. She has her own business that she runs where she does spells for other people and sells things like candle magic and stuff like that. She's so knowledgeable, and I think that's the thing, that all of these people have so much knowledge that they want to impart. And I think for a lot of us who struggle with health issues, and I do find that a lot of people who are disabled and have health issues are on some sort of spiritual journey. I find that very interesting. I didn't start to open up until I got sick. And a lot of us struggle with reading, with holding books, with sitting still and not being in pain, and reading books is kind of hard for me. That's why I started doing reviews of books here on this channel, because I wanted to kind of force myself, give myself a deadline. You've got to read this book by this point because you've said you're going to read it and you said you're going to do a review. But listening to people, watching videos is something that I feel like most of us can do. I'll quite often sit with a notebook and take thousands of notes from just one video from each of these people. They are so knowledgeable, but as well as that, they've all got these incredible personalities that you just feel like, I want to support you, I want to be there, I want to watch what you're going to do next, whether it's look books or just having this friendly, open spirit, or just being really high vibration and you just want to be in that person's presence. Whatever it is that draws me and you to these channels, they deserve every single subscriber and way more. They definitely should be the people that are the top YouTubers. It shouldn't be people like Jeffree Star and Logan Paul, you know, these horrible people who have all this success. And I'm saying, let's turn it around and let's give some love and respect to some amazing spiritual and witchy YouTubers. So I hope that you will head down below into my description of this video and check everybody out. While you're down there reading all the description, don't forget to leave this video a cheeky little like if you enjoyed it, so I know that you liked this video and I can bring more like it to my channel. But while you're down there, why not leave me a little comment as well? Let me know if you watch any of these YouTubers or if you're going to. I would love to know who you watch. Have I missed anybody incredible that you're just like, hold on, how come you didn't talk about this YouTuber? And I love them, because it might just be that I'm not yet subscribed to them and I would love to. So definitely let me know if I'm missing anyone down below in the comment. And last but not least, you know it's coming though. Why not hit that subscribe button? I would love to get to 1,000 subscribers. I've been trying to get there for so long and it definitely feels like it's such a big number. 1,000 people. I never would have thought that I would get into the 900s. So to be in the 900s just blows my mind. It really does. I'm so grateful for everybody who's already subscribed. And if you would love to join the family here, I usually post about disability awareness and spirituality, all with a little vintage flair. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, definitely hit that little subscribe button, ring that little bell, so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here Mondays and Fridays, my health permitting. I was doing my very best to be here with you every week, twice a week. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really think that you will get a lot out of everybody's content here. Everybody I've shared are incredible YouTubers, they're incredible people, and I hope that you will go and give them a subscribe. I put together this playlist for you, so kick up your feet, have a cup of tea and enjoy some more of my face. I hope you all are staying safe, stay indoors, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Wow, my energy was crazy.